Hi, and welcome to today's episode of The Supporting Actor. I'm your host, Adrian Streeter, so let's jump right into it. Hello, and welcome to today's episode of The Supporting Actor. I'm Adrian Streeter, your host, and I'm so excited about today's episode. We're actually leaving our location and going out on location to visit the GaitWay Therapeutic Horsemanship facility. I'm going to be interviewing their executive director, Sarah. And so I'm hoping you all will hit the road and join us for this exciting episode. But before we do, don't forget to like, click, and more importantly, subscribe so that as we upload more content, you will get that notification and you will be aware. All right, y'all, let's pack our bags, let's hit the road, and let's go see some horses. Welcome to today's episode of The Supporting Actor. I'm Adrian Streeter, your host, and I am beyond excited. Today we are on location with Sarah Davis, the executive director of GaitWay Therapeutic Horsemanship, right outside of Baton Rouge. Sarah, thank you for letting us spend the day with you today. Can you tell us a little bit about your facility?
Yeah, definitely. So GaitWay Therapeutic Horsemanship, like she said, we're located right outside of Baton Rouge in St. Gabriel. We're a 501c3 nonprofit, and our mission is to empower kids and adults with disabilities to move beyond their boundaries through the healing power of the horse. So we do that through therapeutic riding lessons, and we help special needs people, overcome both physical and mental challenges through horses. So it's really, really cool. We're really lucky to have this facility. It's about 12 acres. We have a 15-stall barn, about 14 horses, 11 of which are in the program.
Love it.
And so, yeah, we're so excited they are here.
Well, you guys, I'm not going to keep you standing out. Come on, let's go into the barns. Let's check out the horses, and let's just have a fun day here at GaitWay Therapeutic.
Let's show you the horse that we're brushing.
So this is Girl. She is a leopard Appaloosa, so she kind of looks like a Dalmatian with the black and white spots. But she is one of our new horses. She's been with us just about a year. She's eating her dinner right now, so she's a little distracted, but once she's done eating, we can get a better view of her.
So now, where do you guys get your horses from?
Yeah, so we have a couple horses that GaitWay owns outright that have been with us for a long time.
Okay.
But most of our horses are leased to us, leased to the program. So the owners still own the horses. We do a trial period where the horse comes and we, make sure that they can acclimate to this new barn and that they would be good for our program. And then we bring them into the program full time. And so making some noise, but so the horses are not really donated, that GaitWay will take care of them and feed them, pay for their routine vet and medical expenses and things in exchange for their being used in the program.
So now, I assume that has to cost significantly. Can you tell our audience how they can support in that cost?
Sure.
So that you guys don't have to have that totally on the organization.
Right. So horses are very expensive animals.
Yes.
They are so many things that you wouldn't think. So, they need their teeth floated. That's like the dentist for horses.
Yes.
They need, their vaccines every year. They get their shoes done, their feet. So with the farrier, every 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Their feed, their hay. It's very, very expensive. So yeah, there is, whether you're volunteering your time or if you want to donate, all of that money and everything goes toward caring for the horses and putting on our lesson program. So we do charge for lessons, and that money, but it only covers maybe 20% of our operating expenses. So everything else comes through donations or grants and things like that. And so, yeah, we try to keep everyone in as best shape we can. We have an older herd, which is great for what we do.
Okay.
So maybe these horses are like retired from what they grew up doing, whether it's show jumping or barrel racing, what have you. And now they're too old to do that competitively, but they're not so old, they just need to go out to the pasture. So this kind of gives them a second job. Because horses love to work, they love being around people. And so this gives them a chance to serve us while we're serving kids. So it's a very mutually beneficial relationship. And we're very grateful for our equine therapists, we call them.
Yes. And just because we're located right outside of Baton Rouge in St. Gabriel does not mean you can't go online and give. They take donations anywhere in the United States. And if you're feeling like international, we'll take that too.
Yes, yes, absolutely. GaitWay.org. GaitWay spelled GaitWay, a little play on words.
Yes.
And we actually have a match campaign going on through Giving Tuesday.
Yes.
We have a donor who has agreed to match up to $50,000 for our organization, which is so great. We're so thankful. So even $5, that's going to be a $10 donation. It's going to be doubled through November 28th, which is Giving Tuesday. So you have your Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then Giving Tuesday after Thanksgiving. So we're really hoping to meet we're really close to our goal, so we're hoping to meet that. So anything helps.
Any and everything helps, and this episode will air before Giving Tuesday, so you don't have an excuse why you didn't give. All right, come on, let's check out some more of the barn. So Sarah, tell me what a typical class looks like for anyone that has a special need and or disability. Is it custom to that child, or is it more of a set program?
It is very customized, and that is kind of, so we call it adaptive, our adaptive riding program, and it's called that because we adapt everything to the student and what they need, what their goals are, what their physical ability is, what they're trying to improve, and we match them to a horse based on that. We customize the tack. I can show you all the tack room. Everything is customized. So yes, we're very proud of that because it is meant to be inclusive of everyone, no matter the disability. We have, a blind student. We have students in wheelchairs we have a wheelchair lift that they're able to ride here as well.
Wow.
So yeah, there's truly anyone can come and ride. So
love that. So one of the things that Ari Elizabeth also struggles with a little bit is her dexterity.
Yes.
Is riding horses really good for strengthening your hands and that dexterity?
Absolutely. Let me show y'all the tack room because yes, it does. It helps so much with mobility, building that core strength, leg strength, flexibility, even just like confidence, social skills. Like it has so many benefits. But specifically, we have some students that do struggle with their dexterity in their hands, and so we have some specific adaptive reins that they can use to help steer the horse and build those muscles. So yeah, let me show you all that.
Come on, y'all. Let's go to the tack room. Let's go.
So this is our tack room. If you've ever been in a tack room before, a typical tack room, ours looks a little bit different because everything is disassembled. So most tack rooms, everything's already assembled and you just grab it, throw it on the horse. But it's disassembled here because, like I said, we customize it to each student. So we have both English saddles and Western saddles that can be used. We have even bareback pads, things like that. Saddle pads over here, girths and cinches for each type of saddle. And then each horse has their own bridle with a bit, but we also have some without bits because not all the horses even need the bit to be steered. But what I was mentioning, the reins over here, so the most popular kind of rein that we use is this rainbow reins. So this helps kids learn how to hold their reins. So we can say, okay, hold between purple and green, so that they know, or hold on blue. So that's how they know where to hold the reins and how to steer. But we also have these adaptive reins, which I think actually someone's using them in the arena right now. But what these will do, they're a little easier to hold and you can still steer. But for kids that maybe don't know their right and left, you can also say, okay, pull your red rein, pull your black rein, and that helps them know how to steer. So it's really awesome. We are truly able to customize it. We have the different links. So if we have like little short kids, they can use these. And if, we have some adult riders as well, and different stirrups. You can see the different stirrup sizes based on how big your feet are. And so, yeah, there's just a lot of options. Each horse has their own grooming bucket that the kids can come and grab, and they'll help brush the horses. Again, just building that bond. They all get really close with their horse. It's like it's their horse, and it's they really build that bond with them. It's really cool to see. So
do you do any work with adults?
Oh yes. So we have a lot of children that are students, but we also teach young adults, any age. We'll teach both adaptive and just horsemanship for neurotypical students as well. So we definitely, our mission obviously is the adaptive riding, but we also need to be able to make money to support these kids and these horses. So we're also willing, we have a lot of experience between all of our instructors to be able to teach any kind of riding.
Now, remember, you guys, Sarah just said it, make money. I'm not saying that that's the reason we're here, but it's also a very important aspect of what any business or 501c3 in their case needs. Giving Tuesday is coming up. It's really important. So if you are anything like me and you have a passion for horses, right now is the time to give, because it is being matched, and we want to give as much as we can, because horses, like children, are not cheap.
That's true.
So now, can parents sign up at any time, or is it seasonal where they have to go from, some sports or some activities you have to go from like August to December?
Right.
How is sign up?
Yes, so we do kind of follow the school system in that we do a fall semester that runs like September to December.
Okay.
And then we do a spring semester that'll run January to May. And then we do a shorter semester in the summer just because it's so hot.
Yes.
I don't blame it's hard on the kids, it's hard on the horses.
Yes.
So we do like summer camp and like a 5-week semester in the summer.
Okay.
So we encourage people to sign up for the whole semester because that's really how you'll see the benefits, is to be able to do it for, most kids ride once a week, each week, and so you can sign up, but you can sign up at any time. So we do get people who hear about us in the middle of the semester, they sign up, and we can definitely try to fit you in. It does kind of depend on availability, so like if our openings work with your schedule, we'll definitely stick you in a lesson. We do both private and group, so we can do, this is obviously a group, that's 2 people. That's Rocky saying hello. And so we can do 3 to 4 people in a lesson, or if some students do better on their own in a private lesson, they need that kind of one-on-one attention, so we have that option as well. Okay. But then group is great for kids who learn by looking at other people, and they can and they get that social interaction as well.
And how big can a group get?
Up to 4.
Up to 4.
We usually try to keep it at 3, but we can do up to 4.
And then do you do classes on the weekends as well?
So right now we're Monday to Friday.
Okay.
And so the first lesson starts at 9, and our last lesson is at 6. So we do have that like later lesson for people who have school and work. And so we try to make that as accommodating as we can. But yeah, so right now Monday to Friday is when the lessons are.
I love this. This is gorgeous. So if you're not aware, again, we are at GaitWay Therapeutic Horsemanship right outside of Baton Rouge in San Gabriel. Check us out. More importantly, check Sarah out. This is such an amazing program, and I love it. I love that you all work with students and adults. I love that you all, whether you're neurotypical or it's just, you guys come here, support, and just learn more. If your child does have a special need, I would say contact Sarah. Sarah, how can they get in contact with you if they want to ask questions?
Yeah, so again, you can go on our website, GaitWay.org. We have a contact form there you can fill out, and that will go directly to our email, and we can reach out to you there. And then there's also just more information in general if you have any. We have FAQs on there and information about lessons and things like that. So I would say start with the website.
Start with the website. You guys, we're still going to hang out, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't forget because I'm kind of in my emotions right now. So I didn't want to forget to tell you all that. But as a mom, a parent who has a child who's been here at GaitWay, how long has your daughter been riding?
A long time. Brianna, help me with that. How long has it been?
So it was 2 summer camps ago.
Yeah,
so
probably
like
what, three years?
I
Hi.
can't.
You did canter.
Well, if I have them.
I mean, just videoing mommy talking about what you do here. Probably about 3 years she's been here.
Nice.
Yes, we started off starting with a summer camp because I wanted to see if she liked it.
Yep,
And it was
smart.
instant, like, fell in love with it.
How did you find out about the place?
Well, Victoria's sister, Brianna's sister, Victoria, was Olivia's special ed teacher at Our Lady of Mercy.
Oh, I love
And
it.
we got a postcard in her folder talking about a summer camp. And I looked at it and I'm like, we've always wanted to try that. And then Victoria, her teacher, was like, well, my sister Brianna is the one who kind of runs the camps and she works at GaitWay. You should call her. So long story short, we ended up over here because of Brianna's sister, who was Olivia's teacher.
I love that.
Yes, and her Victoria did say, she's like, once Olivia goes over there, she's gonna love it. She's like, it's right up her alley. She's gonna fall in love with the place, which she did, and we've been here ever since.
And you guys have been here for 3 years
Yes,
now.
yes.
I love that.
Yes.
So have you seen any developmental changes within Olivia since riding?
I've noticed core strength for her.
Yep.
And I've noticed coordination, overall just coordination. And I've noticed her be way more comfortable around the horses. In the beginning, she was a little skittish and maybe a little like, oh, like we kind of not lunge at them, but poke at them. But now it's more calming. She knows how to talk to the horses.
I love that.
I find that she's calm when she's around the horses. And she does things on the horses that I've never thought she could do. And when I see them let her go and her ride by herself, sometimes I'll just close my eyes because I'm like, oh gosh, is this going to end badly? But she does a great job. I mean, she's better on a horse than I could be,
Oh, wow.
So I've just noticed just developmentally, just her comfort level and definitely her core strength. She's stronger in her core from holding herself up and things like that. So
I might be taking horseback riding.
I know.
Or one of your classes.
Or one of my classes. That's right. That's right.
So now, Jennifer, last question. What advice would you give parents who are thinking about having horse riding added into their therapeutic sessions for any child, whether they have autism or cerebral palsy? What advice would you give parents?
I feel like, and I know this may sound a little crazy, but I feel like the kids with special needs, especially Olivia, she just has this sixth sense when it comes to animals in general. Like, she can communicate with animals, even on horses, on like a level that no one else can. Like, they seem to kind of know that maybe she's a little different and needs a little extra just love and care. And I just feel like it's just such a good connection that those type of kids make with the horses. And it's just a bond. It's a special bond that she has with the horses that she doesn't have with anything or anybody else. It's almost like an unspoken thing.
Yeah.
And it's good to see. It makes my heart smile because, I would never have exposed her to something like this. I've never even ridden horses. I don't know anything about horses. And so the fact that she can get exposed to this, and she's just has this sense of calmness and peacefulness, and she looks forward to it every week. Like tomorrow, she'll start talking about next Thursday, how excited she is to go to horses next Thursday and see Max and see Miss Brianna and see. So she just looks forward to it, and it's the highlight of her week. So it's just, Olivia especially can't do, special needs kids can't do things that other kids can do, that my other child can do, but she does this, and she does this so well, and this is like her thing, So
I love that.
yeah,
I love that.
Yep.
Well, thank you, GaitWay, for
Yes.
making this a possibility. Like, this is so important.
Yeah, it is important.
It is
It's
so
very important. Yes.
Because
Yep.
Olivia, thank you for letting us watch you today. You did an amazing job.
I can't tell
You did canter.
Just for you.
Just for me. Well, thank you. I'm honored.
She's going to talk about it in school tomorrow. Oh, yes, she is. She's going to tell
honored.
everybody.
Oh, thank you so much. We're still here at GaitWay Therapeutic Horsemanship, and we have Brianna, and she has done a full circle, and I want to talk about her story a little bit, because not only is she an instructor, but you started taking classes here, correct?
Yeah.
Tell us about that journey.
So, I have epilepsy and cerebral palsy, and I have always been a horse girl. My grandfather, Price Wall, had cattle, and we would always go over there and see all the horses. One was named Dolan and one was named Pod.
I love it.
And I would always connect with the horses and love them. Then I got into swimming and all the other crazy activities, and then Mom and Dad were like, we have nothing for you to do right now. What are you interested in? And I said, horses. Yeah. So we found GaitWay when I was about 14, 15 years old.
Okay.
And I started as a rider, grew exponentially, found so many friends. I was in the middle of switching schools.
Okay.
Going through a tough time. And I just succeeded from this, and then I started volunteering when I was at the age I was able to. Mom and Dad couldn't get me away from this place. They were like, oh, it's time to go home. Come on. And
She wanted to live here.
Yeah, basically.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I basically wanted to live here. And I then in 2019 I was graduating high school, and I was like, I don't want to work in any other place but around horses, and I was like, I don't need to go to college to get the certification I need to do this job. And it took me about 6 months to get certified, and I got certified in November of 2019 and been working here ever since.
So now you say something that's quite interesting. How did you guys handle COVID? How did that impact the organization?
Yeah, I mean, so I know Brianna can speak more to it because she was here. I'm newer, but I know from what I've heard that, like, this was one of the few things that the special needs community could still do, because we are outside and we were able to take measures with social distancing and masks and things like that, and we're outdoors. And so when everything else shut down, when PT, OT, like, no one could do anything, they could still have their services here.
Yeah.
And so I've heard from families that were impacted by that it was so important that they were still able to come out and do their riding lessons in that time. But I know Brianna can probably add to that.
Yeah, a lot of, in my experience, every time we would have a break during semesters, it would be that, like, I would have to go and start over of what I learned. Whereas, like, during COVID, they really didn't have to stop during the middle of the semester, because we just kept going. We closed for maybe like 2 months, and then we opened back up with measures of wearing masks. As Sarah said, we would make people wear gloves. We would wipe down all the tack. We would wipe down all the helmets. We would ask them to come in and wash their hands, and then wash their hands before they leave. So we took all the measures we possibly could out here.
I love that, because one of the cool things is this is an outdoor space, and you do have free flowing air, and Too bad you guys aren't here because the breeze is blowing right now and it's quite nice. So that was really, really awesome. So you've been here since age 14, 15. You couldn't stay away. You're now an employee. What's the best part of your job?
A lot of parts. I love being out by the horses though the most. I love teaching the lessons, and
She actually has 2 horses here.
yes, I do.
She has her
I
horses
have-
here as well.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and both of them currently are in the program, but
I love that.
one of them is sick, so unfortunately they're out right now.
Oh.
But their names are Hilo and Greta. I show before I became an employee. I actually went to Folsom, more like the horse area of Louisiana. I went there for a couple schooling shows where they had judges, and they like judged me on certain things, and I would have to write a pattern. And so I just enjoyed that between, you know, riding here and getting certified, between it all. And it was really impactful, but now I see what problems the kids have coming in and what they need to work on, because with adaptive riding we do evaluations for the therapeutic riders, because we need to check their balance, their coordination, how many directions they can be given at one time, if they can go up steps, if they can't go up steps, things like that. So then I mainly conduct those evaluations, and then I see where they're at. And as going through the semester and seeing what all has changed, I've in the past have seen someone walk with a walker. Our mounting block at the point was probably about right there, and walked from the parking lot. He had a walker at first, walked from the parking lot to the mounting block without a walker, without assistance. I've seen some kids, you know, not be able to do anything, not be able to get in the bathtub by themselves. Like, just going up those mounting block steps helps them bring their leg up and over, like getting into a bathtub. So it's really exciting to see what they go through each semester.
I love that. I'm excited because our daughter, Ari Elizabeth, she trips a lot. She just kind of, she'll just be standing there and she'll just fall. So it sounds like that core strength could definitely be a beneficial aspect for her. But not only her, but it sounds like that's a major part of all of what the students are learning, that core strength, and that helps their extremities. In a previous life, I used to take Pilates. And Pilates is different from yoga because their theory is if you strengthen your core, everything else will get stronger. So it sounds like horseback riding, if you strengthen that core, everything else gets stronger. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You guys, this has been an amazing episode. I don't want to leave. I genuinely just kind of want to hang out. I think I might get kicked out.
She said we don't have to leave.
Oh, we don't
Just
have
stay
to leave.
forever.
We're just going to stay forever. We'll sleep next to... Oh, I kind of like Girl. I think I'm going to sleep in the barn with Girl.
Can I brush, girl?
Sure.
Oh, wow. What do you say?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well,
we
well-
can go do that.
All right. Well, I'm not going to keep you. Thank you so much,
No
Brianna. I
problem.
appreciate you. Yeah, this has been cool.
Thanks, Bree.
Well, thank you so much, Sarah. That was such an awesome experience, y'all. We had so much fun visiting GaitWay Therapeutic Horsemanship facility today. If you do get a chance, please let them know that you saw them on our podcast if you are here local. If you're not local, one of the ways that you can support the organization is to give for Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday is the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. I believe it is November the 30th this year. Actually, no, I think it's November 29th. And the organization is accepting donations matching up to $50,000. So again, if you're not local, or even if you are and you just want to sponsor and support and help, that would be a great way to do so. Y'all, this was so much fun. And I thank y'all for joining us on this journey. I hope you were able to glean some information, if not about horses, but the services that they provide for uh, adults and children of all ages and disabilities and special needs. So please check them out. And thank you again. Again, don't forget to like, click, subscribe, and share. Y'all have a good night.